Hello. So I arrived on Tuesday, and we had orientation until Friday night. It was mostly just the staff giving us information about health and safety and just more information about our classes. On Wednesday we did something a little different. They called it the drop-off.
Whoa.
We split into groups of 3 or 4, and we walked to the university, Isalud, together from the hotel. And once we got to Isalud, they gave us these guiates, which are a guide to the public transit system, and then they gave us an address of a park to go to somewhere in the city. And our goal was to get there somehow by public transit. So we took the Colectivo, or the public bus system, to get to our park. It was just one bus, but we weren't sure when to get off, but it ended up being the last stop on the bus route. We found a place to eat lunch. We got milanesas, which are basically just like flattened out chicken fingers or chicken nuggets. We returned to the park to see the landmark flower sculpture. Came back to the hotel, and a little bit later we went to Ana Rita's house, she's one of the staff members of the program. We ate dinner and danced and had a lot of fun, and there were local students there who sort of talked to us about culture in Argentina and like what we should expect to be like very different, and we were able to ask them questions and they asked us questions, so it was a lot of fun. And they also gave us these mate cups. Normally they're hand carved from gourds, but this one has glass on the inside because if you have a gourd then you have to let it cure. So we came back to the hotel and crashed, and then on Thursday we had orientation things in the morning, and then at night we went to Palermo for dinner. Palermo is just a barrio of the city. So we walked around and found a place to have dinner. I had beef quesadillas with nachos. During dinner, I split a bottle of Malbec, my first taste of Argentina wine. And then we just went back to the hotel and hung out for a little bit. And then Friday we had more orientation things. And then at 6:30 we came back to the hotel to meet our host family. We had merienda together in the hotel. Merienda is pretty common because they don't eat dinner until like 9:30 or 10, so most people have some sort of snack and tea or mate around like 5 or 6 o'clock. We took a taxi to the house, and they showed me around a little bit. I unpacked with the help of Fresa, their adorable cat. Saturday, I walked around the neighborhood and ran some errands with my host mom. There was a fair sort of thing going on in the area celebrating the Portuguese culture there. So we popped over to that, and there were people in like traditional old-fashioned outfits of like the very rich people and also the like peasants. So it was cool seeing that. And they had tons of booths along the street selling food, and, like Portuguese lessons and things like that. And then we watched the dancing for a little bit and headed home. on Sunday, I actually went with a couple of the girls in my program to the antique fair that they have every Sunday. It's in San Telmo, which is the barrio that I'm living in, and it spans like some ridiculous amount of space where they just have antiques and just like little booths with mate gourds and random like sort of touristy things. So after that we went to the Museum of Modern Art, which was very close to it. They had some very strange exhibits, but also some really cool ones. My favorite one was in the basement. They had this big room that was completely white, and there were just paintings hanging. It was a really cool sort of compilation of different pieces of art from different artists, but it was also just like the way that it was presented was amazing. So after the museum, we headed over to a small cafe for some ice cream. So while we were sitting there enjoying our ice cream, all of a sudden we heard this loud thumping in the background, and as it got closer and closer we realized that it was drums, and there were a whole, like, tons of people playing drums and a bunch of people in front of them dancing. So that was all for orientation and the first weekend here. I'm going to be posting a video pretty soon, probably in the next week. So keep an eye out for that. Bye!